Bedford's going to go left to right in their home whites. And O'Neal does win that tip over to Tim Green. And he sets it with Butts. Now O'Neal with a quick jumper, just short. Dover with the rebound and push. And the shot in transition misses. Jordan Dyer with the rebound for the Bulldogs. They push it up the left side. Tim Green crosses it to Jordan Dyer. Ball stripped away there. Sam Crick comes up with it. And now it's Kingsley Breen with his locks flowing, starting the offense.
Looks like we got a little 2-3 zone going here, extended for the Bulldogs. And we're gonna have to see if they can make them pay with the outside shot.
Dover tees one up right there and they score it. It's Kingsley Breen with the first points of the night, a three-pointer. And the Green Wave lead it 3-0.
That's their 6'3" big man hitting the outside three.
Jordan Dyer with it on the right wing. Gives it up to O'Neal. He's directing traffic. Connor Butts on the left wing. Plays with Ravenel. Drives the baseline. Pass goes off the underside of the basket. Here comes Dover in transition. And it's a clean layup. Nice play there. Ken Healy converts. It's 5-0 Dover.
That's too easy. They got to the rim way too easy there. Coach is going to be watching for that.
And as we watch O'Neal, he gets it in the post. Defender falls down, and O'Neal takes advantage, turns and scores off the glass.
Love to see Justin do that more often. He's got a 4-inch advantage on the post, and that's the first big man move I've seen him do in a while, so I'm glad to see him do that. The defender was looking to maybe take a charge, but that was a good no call.
Yeah, hopefully he'll gain some confidence from that post move, and we'll see the Bulldogs go back to it. O'Neal was terrific in that game last Friday night, scoring 30 points. That was a game where he really dominated from the outside, but it would be great to see him score on the interior a lot as well.
Yeah, it's you know, as he thinks about maybe playing up another level, he's got to be able to do that down low, given his height advantage on many plays, certainly here in high school.
Jordan Dyer with it on the right wing. Fakes, drives the baseline, now skips it to Green. Now Connor Butts tries to get it back to O'Neal in the post, and there's a foul right there.
I'm liking it. They're getting the ball down low. That's the first I've seen it this year. That's 2 times in 3 tries.
Max Casey with the foul for Dover, first of the game. Ball inbounded on the left wing. Butts swings it to Green. Now Trey Ravenel has it in the right corner. Trying to get into the post, but they swing it around the perimeter. Jordan Dyer now up top to O'Neal. Fakes, drives, contact in the paint. It's going to be an and one. And O'Neal's going to go to the line to try to tie this up at 5.
Great play there. Got the ball at the top. Fake, lost his man, went around. And the defender stepped in, tried to get the offensive foul, but he clearly stepped aside with him, kept a good head on his shoulders, stepped aside, and gets an and one coming up.
That was Sam Crick with his first foul for Dover. O'Neal converts the 3-point play. He's got all 5 points for Bedford, and it's tied 5-5 here in the first quarter. 5:40 to play.
2-3 zone again by Bedford. Trying to extend it.
They get the ball to the right block, and it's a jump ball. Trey Ravenel did a great job defensively to force that jump ball as Kingsley Breen was powering it up for a layup attempt.
Like the flow of this game right now for Bedford. They're moving the ball around and getting some good stops here. If they got to stop the fast break, that's what they lost last time. And there's a steal.
It's Jordan Dyer, swings it over to O'Neal, and he scores it. O'Neal has 7, and Bedford leads 7-5.
Nice steal by Dyer. Their heads-up play for transition basketball.
And Dover goes with another 3-point attempt against the zone. This time, Breen is off the mark, and ball bounces out of bounds. It'll be Bedford possession.
Dover putting a little man-to-man pressure here, and that's why they've been able to get Justin open down low.
Now Dyer kicks it out to Green in the right wing. He hits a 3, and Bedford gets to double digits. It's 10-5.
Good look there, hitting the outside shots. That helps open up the middle for them.
Lopez Sullivan initiating the offense now for Dover. He gets it to Breen. Mid-range jumper misses. O'Neal cleans up the rebound. And Here comes Connor Butts. He's got an opening. Gets into the lane and loses it.
Looks like he got hit on that one, and they bailed out by a travel call.
After the turnover in the paint, the Dover player who just checked in, Josh Kleiman, couldn't get to his feet, and he's called for the traveling violation.
It's another thing. You're not allowed to stand up when you have possession with the ball. A lot of kids think you can. You just can't.
Inbound directly to Jordan Dyer. He's free for a layup. Dover fell asleep a little bit there, and Bedford leads at 12-5.
Bedford looking very sharp here. Dover a little bit on their heels, not hitting the outside shots and getting a little sloppy.
Breen has it up top, looking for an opening against this 2-3 zone. Now Crick swings it over to Luke Geppert, who checked into the game. Dover with 2 early substitutions. Now they push it to the right corner and they kick it up top. Now in the left corner.
That middle's wide open on the swing there. They're missing it.
Geppert looking, finds Breen
right there
by the top of the key. He's working one-on-one against Ravenel. Butts tries to poke it away. Breen gets it back. Corner jumper. Elbow jumper is good.
Breen's got a nice release. He elevates, keeps the ball up. Rarely see that in high school.
His shooting form does look excellent. Dyer drives the baseline and tries to pass it, but it deflects out of bounds. He just sort of lost the handle there. It'll be Dover ball.
JT DeLacy subbing in.
Tim Green takes a seat.
Again, going with the extended 2-3 zone, trying to make them pay with an outside shot or a cut in the middle. That's what's been open. What I've seen is the open on the inside. They have not connected the ball to open up the 2-3 zone.
Breen has it, gets it to Jackson Rutland. He just checked in for Dover. As they try to find an answer offensively against this zone. Drive into the paint.
It's a nice move.
Short jumper there by Geppert. Misses, he gets his own rebound. Now Breen up top. Over to Geppert.
Oh, that's travel.
Now left corner. Geppert swings it to Crick. 3-pointer from the right wing, misses. Dover able to get the rebound. Now Breen has it by half court. Strong move into the paint. Over a double team, misses, gets his rebound, and is fouled on the putback attempt.
Well, that came with a couple of deep rebounds, kept their streak alive on that, and for fundamentals, boxing out when the shooter, you go for the block shot, you leave the shooter open for the rebound. Ravenel went for the block shot and paid the price.
That foul was on JT DeLacy, his first, the team's first. Breen missed the first free throw. The second is up. That one is good. So he leads the way with 6 for Dover. Bedford ahead here, 12-8. 2:24 to go in the first quarter.
Little half court or three-quarter court press put on there by Dover. Caught us a little bit by surprise.
DeLacy banks in a 3. Bank is open even during school vacation. And it's 15-8.
I'm pretty sure where his father's looking at him and is looking for the call on the bank shot. Didn't see it.
I didn't hear anything.
Nope.
And Connor Butts just scored in transition, and Dover is going to talk it over. Coach Matt Fennessy says, you know what? It's 17-8 here. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and we need to regroup.
Yeah, I think Dover again is a little on their heels. Bedford's at home, even though we don't have a big crowd here tonight. They're in their home court. We're shooting well. We've hit some nice outside threes. Turnovers, though they're not tracking them, look to be less for Bedford than they have been for Dover. Transition basketball seems to be about the same. We had a couple of turnovers early and they converted. We've done that recently. So all in all here, if you're the Bedford coach, Coach Elmendorf's got to be pleased with the start of this game.
You mentioned here the fact that we're at Bedford High School, the home court, and Bedford is 5-2 on the home court this year. So they've had most of their success right here in town. Looking to go to 9-6 tonight. Dover with possession here, going right to left.
Staying in that 2-3 zone. A little bit of a reach there by Dyer.
That's the second team foul on Bedford. Tim Green and Dan Kaleza check in, replacing Dyer and Butts. Bedford's going to stick in that 2-3 zone. We really haven't seen too much of a half-court zone from Bedford this year, but it's working well so far tonight. Dover trying to solve it and skipping the pass on the perimeter over to the left wing, and there's a three. It's Josh Kleiman.
Wow.
And Dover needed that.
That was not your traditional rotation on the ball.
And there's a steal.
It's not keeping your heads up when you're breaking a press. You got to be expecting the pressure to be coming from the backcourt, and JT got caught on that one.
That was Luke Geppert with the steal and score for Dover. It's 17-13 Bedford, 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Trey Ravenel working by the right block. He gets it taken away. It's Geppert again, pushing up the left side. Now he sends it to the right wing. Skip pass back to Breen on the left wing, guarded by Kaleza. Now they get it into the paint, but the pass to the wing is tipped away and stolen by JT DeLacy. And they send it up to O'Neal in the left corner for three. Short. Rebound by Breen, pushing it for Dover. And nice
really
thread the needle
really
pass.
Nice pass.
And there's a foul on the shot. Dover will go to the line for two.
So Coach Fennessy, down by, I think, 9, throws a little bit of a three-quarter press at them, catches the Bedford team a little off guard, forces the tempo up, gets a couple of turnovers, and all of a sudden we got a three-point game. That's good coaching right there by the Dover. So.
Yeah, that timeout worked well for Dover. It's Jackson Rutland at the line for Dover. He made the first. He makes the second as well. And after that timeout, it's a 7-0 run, cutting this lead to 2. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Justin O'Neal in the left corner. He's got a double team. Kicks it out to DeLacy. Now Kaleza up top. 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Bedford ahead by 2. Pass into the post, and O'Neal is fouled there.
I like how they're taking advantage of the height. As I've said, I've not seen them do that much this season. Justin get that ball in the post. That's the third time they've got it in there, and he was fouled trying to get the ball with 13 seconds to go.
Kingsley Breen with that foul. He checks out. Ball inbounded. Kaleza has it up top. 8 seconds to go in the corner. He drives right. Finds DeLacy on the left wing. 4 seconds to go. Runner off the glass is good.
Nice
he intended that bank shot. And the heave at the buzzer from Dover is short. So nice bucket there from DeLacy, and Bedford leads by 4 after the first quarter, 19-15.
Good clock awareness. Clock going down, realized he had to get to the hoop, and a nice finish by JT DeLacy.
Well, that was a fun first quarter. We saw a new defensive approach from the Bulldogs with the half-court zone. We saw a smart timeout by Dover, and they got a little run there in the last couple minutes. But Bedford with a nice finish there. You mentioned the clock awareness, and that's huge to be able to score at the end of the quarter and not give Dover a legit chance to come back and score on the other end.
Yep. Again, that's just that's years of experience and just kind of knowing when you just got to go to the hoop. Good call by JT there to take it to the hoop.
So DeLacy with that bucket has 5 now. O'Neal leads the way for the Bulldogs with 7. Tim Green had a 3. Butts with a bucket and Dyer with a bucket. Pretty high scoring quarter for Bedford.
Yeah.
19 points.
Yep. Well, again, I think this second half, I think they've got to take care of the ball better, especially on a made basket here. They were rushed and hurried into their offense and forced a couple turnovers. So let's see if Bedford can pick that up.
Bedford has possession here to start the second quarter. Cam Roberts has checked into the game. He's got the ball now on the right wing.
Double team, someone's open.
It's Tim Green on the right wing. Now he goes to the right elbow. Kaleza drives the left side. Baseline jumper from Cam Roberts misses. Max Casey has the rebound for Dover. They push it up the right side. Casey swings it. Bedford sticking with that zone. Dover goes with a skip pass. Now they have it up top again. Lopez Sullivan sends it to the right wing. Now he gets it back.
Dover's not getting the middle open there. They're just staying on the perimeter and not looking at shots. So they've got to find something here.
They've got their best player, Kingsley Breen, on the bench. And they do find a way to score it from the corner. Jackson Rutland hits a 3, cutting the lead to 1.
That was a great shot there. Interior pass, which opened up the baseline. And a nice take right there by Dyer.
Dyer's second bucket of the night gives Bedford a 3-point lead, 21-18. 6:45 to go in the first half. Dover setting up the offense against the zone, looking for an opening. They continue to swing it around the perimeter. Lopez Sullivan sends it to that right corner. Again, it's another 3, and this one scored again, but it's Josh Kleiman this time, his second 3.
Oh, that looks like 3 out of 4 or something close to that from the three-point line there. Really turning the game around from the outside.
And that one tied the game at 21. O'Neal looking to get the Bulldogs back on top. Mid-range jumper is pure. 23-21 Bedford.
Great crossover move to open himself up right there.
6 minutes to go in the first half. Dover penetrates, kicks it out. Now they've got it on the right wing. Skip pass to the left wing. Bedford in the 2-3 zone. They drive the baseline. Short jumper misses. Dover able to get the offensive rebound at the foul line. Nice drive and put back there. It's Ken Healy with his second bucket, and this time Coach Elmendorf calls timeout.
Dover's being aggressive, combination of hitting the outside shots and then being aggressive on the boards there, grabbing that rebound and going hard to the basket. Could have been an N1, wasn't, but now we get ourselves a tie ball game here, 23-23.
And that's the thing. I mean, it's just a different dynamic when you've got a half-court zone. You mentioned offensively how they were really not getting into the paint much. Fortunately for Dover, they've been hitting those threes. But then the other thing, of course, is the rebounding game changes, and it's much harder defensively to box out when you're in a zone, and Dover took advantage of that as well with that offensive rebound and putback.
It's a fundamental part of playing a zone is you just got to man up and get somebody and put a body on them. It's old school basketball that we don't see a lot sometimes, but that makes the difference when it comes down to crunch time.
Well, we're at a tie score here, 23 all. Tim Green sets off a 3 from the left wing. It's short, and Dover has it. Quickly up ahead. Short jumper is off the glass. It was Max Casey who missed that one. O'Neal had the rebound.
Nice rebound by O'Neal. He had the position. Deep 3.
Dyer scores it from the left wing. He's got 7. Bedford ahead, 26-23. Kingsley Breen back into the game for Dover, and he pulls up.
Wow.
Mid-range jumper is good. He shot that one with confidence.
He elevates. Got a great. He elevates over the people with great form.
He's going to be a handful tonight for the Bulldogs.
Nice take.
Tim Green misses in the paint. A little 8-footer, and here comes Breen for the Green Wave, all the way to the left block, and he scores it. Nice acrobatic shot and 1. Foul on Tim Green.
Really, really nice move. This is their big man at the point, taking the ball to his left side, getting the bump, maintaining some control, and then using his right hand on a fall away. That's a hard shot. He made it look easy.
I think it'd be fair to call Breen a point forward.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yeah. He's again, he has really nice elevation, good release. Looks like he can handle the ball well enough to get past, from the top of the key to the hoop. All good things you need to do as a big man.
He converts the three-point play. He's got 11 points. Dover ahead by 2 now, 28-26. O'Neal spin move, passes out to Butts on the left wing. 3 is off the mark. Jordan Dyer offensive rebound, and he gets it off the glass. Jordan Dyer with 9.
Dyer being in the right place at the right time. He's been very active, getting to the open spots on the, nice spin move.
Lopez Sullivan, terrific spin move into the paint, hits the little floater. Dover ahead 30-28. And Bedford turns it over. Butts pushed it up in transition, tried to get it to Ravenel on the left baseline. It just deflected off his hand.
Got ourselves a really good game here, folks. Bedford, home team, down by 2, up-tempo game. Good basketball.
Still time to come out and catch the second half if you want to see it in person. Or you can stay at home or keep the radio on.
Bedford's transitioned to man-to-man, try to change it up a little bit.
Lopez Sullivan drives hard to the basket, scores it off the glass. And he's got 2 buckets here.
Definite momentum shift here, away from Bedford to Dover. They're playing some good defense and feeling the pressure. Nice take here. Oh,
O'Neal with the two-handed slam.
To the hoop with authority, two-handed slam. Don't see that a lot in New Hampshire basketball. And right back at the action. And another turnover. No, that's a rebound.
Here comes Butts. Alley-oop to O'Neal. He couldn't convert that dunk. That would have been another highlight reel. And Ravenel misses the jumper. Here comes Dover.
Some exciting basketball here on a Tuesday night in Bedford during school vacation week.
Breen pulls up for 3, scores it for Dover. Now they lead by 5, 35-30. And we still have 2.5 to go here in the first half. Ravenel working on the post. How about that footwork and body awareness?
Great move there. He's a lefty. He wanted to go left. They forced him right. He realized it, felt it, did the drop step for an easy bucket. That's the kind of big man footwork we like to see.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, we've got a reach-in foul on Connor Butts, his first. So the clock stops with 2:23 to go. Dover to inbound it. Breen hands it off to Lopez Sullivan. Dover ahead by 3 here late in the second quarter.
Man-to-man. Oh, gets beat at the baseline. O'Neal goes for a reach, gets beat on the baseline for a layup.
That was Max Casey with the bucket, his first. Dover ahead by 5 now, 37-32. 2 minutes to go until halftime. O'Neal bobbling it, now loses it. Dover with the steal. Here comes Lopez Sullivan. Breen on the left wing. Another nifty layup, and he scores it. 39-32.
Up and under move. Breen with a really nice move. Up-tempo pressure here by Dover and really kind of put Bedford a little out of sorts.
Ravenel with the offensive rebound, can't contain it. Max Casey steals it. And now it's Breen pushing quickly again into the paint. Little fall away is good, 10-footer. 2 more baskets from Breen. And he's got 18 points already.
You know what? Breen has shown himself to be multifaceted. When the zone was out there, he could hit the outside shot. Man-to-man, he can take guys to the hoop.
Butts drives, gets it to Dyer, misses the short one. Ball bounces off of Dover. Bedford will have it. All of a sudden down 9 here, 41-32. 1:06 to play in the first half.
Breen's going to take a rest, well-deserved rest, and he really was a one-man wrecking crew there this second quarter. I don't know how many he's got in the second quarter.
Got 18 points, 1 foul, so they certainly want to keep him out of foul trouble here. Maybe they'll play offense, defense here if there's another whistle. 1 minute to go in the first half. O'Neal picks up his dribble, sends it to Dyer at the top of the key. Poked away, he recovers it. Ravenel wants it in the post, gets it, spins to his right, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Another good big man move. He felt the pressure. He wants to go to his left. Went to the right, got fouled. Slows down the pace of play here with 49 seconds left in the first half. Down by 9. Bedford needs a couple foul shots here.
We all get to catch our breath a little bit. Ravenel short on his first free throw attempt.
Note as we head into the end of the second period here, no one's in the bonus here, so there's not been a lot of fouls called. People not really going hard to the hoop, drawing the contact. That's an observation I have.
Dover pushes it up the left side quickly. Ball fought for in the paint, stolen away by Butts. He gets it to Dyer. Now O'Neal has it in the left corner. Drives into the paint, gets a little contact, misses the up and under. And Dover with the rebound. That's Darko Mensah just into the game. 22 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll see if Dover holds for the last shot. They're ahead by 8. And they are taking their time here. It's Darko Mensah. Bounce pass deflected by Butts, but Dover recovers. Now Jordan Dyer steals it. 4 seconds to go. He's right at half court. Butts in the right corner. Under to Ravenel. Shot blocked right at the buzzer. Everyone looking for contact, maybe a foul call, but nothing. Coach Elmendorf looking for the foul. It's not going to come. So, Dave, we're going to go into halftime here with Dover leading 41-33.
First observation is we had some exciting basketball right there between the breakaway dunk by O'Neal and Breen really lighting up the court here, both with his threes, his drives to the hoop, and his pull-up jumpers. He's got a great elevation jump shot. So he's been the most complete player that I think we've seen out here on the court here, and he really flourished when they broke out of the zone. I don't know if you noticed that. So he was a role player, could hit the outside shot and maybe hit a drive, but when they went man-to-man, he was able to take advantage of his size and speed and really take people to the hoop.
Yeah, Bedford is really going to have to strategize about how to defend Kingsley Breen. You know, he ended up with 18 points in the first half. He hit 2 3-pointers. We talked about a couple of his acrobatic layups. So he's hurt Bedford at the basket, in the mid-range, from distance. And he is just a real handful. I mean, you mentioned even man-to-man, Bedford didn't really have an answer, so Coach Elmendorf's going to have to think of a way to slow him down.
You know, again, in the first period where it was relatively close at the end of the first period, we had the zone defense there. And really what made the difference was the other folks on the players on the team for Dover start hitting the threes, right? I think there were 2 or 3 separate people.
Those corner threes, yeah.
Those corner threes. All of a sudden that opens it up, and they go to the hoop, and then all of a sudden we switch our defense, and then all of a sudden they're in the driver's seat.
Right. So we'll summarize the scoring real quickly here before we take a halftime break. We mentioned the 18 points for Breen. He's leading all scorers. Jackson Rutland has 5 for Dover. Josh Kleiman has 6. Ken Healy with 4. Darian Lopez Sullivan with 4. Luke Geppert with 2. And Max Casey with 2. Over on the Bedford side, Justin O'Neal leading the way with 11. Jordan Dyer next with 9. JT DeLacy with 5. Trey Ravenel and Tim Green with 3. And Connor Butts with 2. So we'll take a quick break here. 8 minutes until the second half action. Dover leading 41-33, and we'll see you in a few minutes here on BCTV and Bedford 105. Welcome back to Bedford High School as we get set for the second half. Andrew Hansen alongside Dave Larrivee. We've got Bill Jennings on the camera alongside Colleen Richardson running things here at the high school. We've got Harry Kozlowski running things on the radio side remotely, and we thank you for joining us here. It's 41-33 Dover as we start the third quarter. Dover going left to right on your radio dial. They miss a bunny in the lane. Sam Crick missed it. Jordan, check that, Justin O'Neal with the rebound. And now he gets it stripped on the other side. And here comes Dover.
Bedford back into the man-to-man, which did not go so well for him in the second half. So I'm presuming that Coach Edel will talk about tightening up the man-to-man here. Breen was able to take advantage of his size and jump shot during that span of time, and Bedford looking to change it up.
Bedford gets a defensive rebound there. And now Butts has it in the right corner. It's a 3, and that's good. Bedford needed that. Good start to the third quarter, and they cut the lead to 5.
Butts squared up. Better rotation on that one, and hits his first 3.
Dover looking to Breen in the paint. He's got it matched up against Justin O'Neal. Nice reverse layup, and he gets the roll. Another acrobatic layup from Breen. He's got 20.
What a great move.
Butts shoots for 3 and gets fouled on the 3. He's going to go to the line for 3.
So Breen took the ball, swim move down below with a bigger defender on him, went to the opposite side of the basketball, his left side, and then finger rolled it reverse over an extended O'Neal hand. Just a tremendous basketball move.
Butts at the line, hits the first. That gives him 6. And that could have been a big swing there after that bucket if Bedford had come down and missed that shot, but instead they fouled Butts on the 3, and he's made his first 2 free throws. The senior misses the last one. Breen has the rebound. He pushes quickly up the right side. Jumper over Tim Green. This one misses. Connor Butts has the rebound, pushes it up the middle of the court. Now picks up his dribble, gets it to Dyer. Bedford trailing by 5 here early in the third quarter. Trey Ravenel gets it poked away, and he's fouled. That's Darian Lopez-Sullivan with the reach in, his second foul.
If you take a look and watch the Dover defense man-to-man, every person is active. They are physical away from the ball, pressuring on the ball, real forcing turnovers. Really good to see some fundamental good defense going on right now by Dover.
Luke Geppert checks in for Dover, replacing point guard Darian Lopez-Sullivan after he got his second foul. Bedford inbounds it. Dyer finds himself open at the right block. He quickly scores. He's into double figures with 11, and that cuts the lead to 3.
Nice little inbounds play there, really worked as planned.
Meanwhile, Geppert misses for Dover. Jordan Dyer comes away with it. Geppert pokes it and steals it. Nice steal there at midcourt by Luke Geppert coming from behind. And now he sets the offense. Dover has it in the right corner now. It's Josh Kleiman. He gets into the paint. It's knocked away. Jordan Dyer comes up with it. Now Butts pushes over half court. Bounce pass to Ravenel at the left block. He scores it. 43-42. Bedford's cut it to 1.
Good heads-up play by Butts there. Got some pressure, almost turned it over, but got the handle, was able to get an easy dump for an easy layup there.
Breen, nice little slip pass to Sam Crick. He scores right down the middle of the lane, and the lead is 3.
Great play there. Thought the pick was coming and then slipped down, as you mentioned, and got the easy layup.
O'Neal has it in the post. Little right-hand baby hook, and there was no defense for that.
Love to see more of that. Gets the position on the post. When he goes to his strong hand, no one's going to stop that here.
High-scoring affair here, 45-44. 4:52 to go in the third quarter. Ball deflects out of bounds.
Another observation, Dyer stepped into the spot when the other man got beat, got to the corner and got to the baseline and forced the turnover. Good defense.
Ball did deflect out off of Bedford, so Dover inbounds it. And looks like Bedford's going back to that 2-3 zone. Breen has it up top, facing a double team. He backs it up. Now he picks up his dribble. Dover resetting. Trying to adjust to the zone. Breen says, you know what, I'm just going to take this jumper from about 18 feet, and he gets the roll.
Elevates over the extended arm of Ravenel. That's just some athleticism you don't see a lot in Division I basketball here in New Hampshire.
Tim Green penetrates, kicks it to Ravenel, up fake, drives, misses the short one, and here comes Dover with the rebound. It's Geppert. He's got it at the foul line, bounce pass to the baseline, pump fake. Oh, looked like a clean block from O'Neal and Ravenel, but there's a foul call.
That's as a big man, that's a tough one there. You had the defender where you wanted. They faded backwards, and even though it looked clean from here, he's reaching down on the basket, and that's a guaranteed call from a ref if they don't have the right angle, which he did not.
You do see that quite often when that arm comes forward at an angle, and that was O'Neal's second foul. Rutland converts at the line. He hits both.
More half-court pressure here. Dribbling through it.
And there's a foul call on Dover.
So that was a little 2-2-1 three-quarter court zone. Typically the way you break that kind of zone is by flashing someone through the middle. Butts able to dribble through it. Not the recommended way of doing it, but it worked that time. On the post. He's got him on the post. Drop step.
It's
nice
O'Neal.
move.
Yes. On the left block. Uses the glass. And he's got 15. Bedford trailing by 3. Breen drives. It deflects off the official. And they say that Bedford tipped it last.
I didn't see that one, but I didn't have the same angle as the ref on that one.
He was certainly a lot closer to the play, but he was involved in the play as the ball hit him in the chest as he was standing out of bounds. In any event, Dover has it. This ball is deflected off of Butts and then off of Breen, so Bedford gets it right back.
Heads up play by Butts there.
Bedford down 3 here, 49-46. 3:39 to go in the third quarter. O'Neal walks it across half court. Dribbles to the top of the key. Facing a double team, gets it to Dyer on the left wing. Wide open three, back rim and out. Here comes Breen in transition. Behind the back dribble, bounce pass, and a bucket.
Great dump by Breen. Behind the back dribble, cuts across, got great lateral movement while moving. Great play.
It was Jackson Rutland who finished it off for Dover. Now Butts misses on the other end on the up and under. And Breen has it on the left wing. A deep three. That one goes as well. He's unstoppable. He's got 25.
Wow, wow. He's showing us all sorts of angles of attack on this game here, folks.
Bounce pass to O'Neal. Tough angle, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Dover ball. 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. Breen sparking a big run here, scoring, dishing, pushing, doing everything.
Yep. I've got some popcorn. I think I saw him at the popcorn stand selling popcorn.
He probably was. Now he drives and kicks again. Wide open three for Dover. That one's in and out. O'Neal with the rebound. Big pass ahead is stolen by Lopez Sullivan. Dover has it. They get it to Breen. He runs the baseline and misses. Almost got a dunk. It rolls off the rim, but he did get fouled.
Again, great athletic move by Breen. Nice dump. And Bedford taking a well-advised timeout, try to slow things down a little bit. It's only an 8-point game. We're seeing a really, really strong effort by Breen here. Coach has got to find a way to stop the effort of the big man who's shown us he can do everything.
Yeah, I think the defense is the question here. Offensively, Bedford's fine. They've scored 19 in the first quarter, 14 in the second. They already have 13 here in the third. We still have 2:26 to go. But defensively, after that initial start where it was 17-8 Bedford, Coach Fennessy took that timeout for Dover. They finally woke up offensively. They ended up scoring 26 in the second quarter, and they've got 13 in the third here. And as you mentioned, Breen's just done it every single which way. He's got 25. He's probably got 6 or 7 rebounds. He's got a couple of assists. He's just tough.
And again, not to belittle the rest of the team, they're all doing their parts. They're hitting open shots. They're playing aggressive defense. They're getting rebounds. So this is a very well-balanced team that's got and I'm not sure if Breen is the top scorer for the team. I'm guessing he is.
Right.
But ultimately, we're only down by 8 points here if you're Bedford High School, and we are a little harried on offense. So I think that the team has got to settle down a little bit here. That half-court, three-quarter press is sort of pushing us, and we've had some turnovers. We need to see those eliminated here if Bedford's going to have a chance to sort of get this thing back on track.
Breen is at the line as we resume action here, and he hits the first, giving him 26. He's 3 for 4 from the line. And Dave, he just makes you want to sit back and eat popcorn and enjoy it. He's putting on a show. This time he misses the free throw. O'Neal with the rebound. And here comes Connor Butts for Bedford. They're down by 9. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Butts for 3 from the left wing. Count it.
Nice shot.
He's got 10. That cuts the lead to 6. And Breen right back to work on the left wing. Pull-up jumper, in and out. As we hear a groan from the Dover faithful. Bedford has it in the left corner. They get it to Ravenel at the left block, and it's blocked by Breen. Dyer with the offensive rebound, misses. Dover gets the defensive rebound there. It was Max Casey, and Breen playing point forward, brings it over half court.
So we get the 2 big men playing point positions here, Breen and O'Neal.
Nice drive to the left by Geppert, but the shot is blocked. It'll be Dover ball as Ken Healy checks back into the game for Dover, replacing Max Casey. Lopez Sullivan to inbound. Gets it to Breen on the left wing. He's got a double team. And
Nice
ball stripped
steal.
away by Dyer, running up the left side. He dribbles behind his back. Shot blocked and stripped.
Dryer made a great steal in the middle with traffic with 3 people on him and just couldn't get the ball.
Breen throws it to the right corner, but out of the reach of Jackson Rutland. It'll be Bedford ball. 1:13 to go in the third quarter. Dover ahead 55-49. Butts directing traffic.
So Dover showing us a man-to-man. That's worked well for them since they've been playing for the last 2 quarters, but leaves Justin wide open, misses it. Rebound. Ravenel doing a nice job as the big down low, there to collect the rebound when O'Neal missed the 3. And that is what you got to do. If you're not going to be able to shoot the outside shot and convert, second chances make a big difference.
Especially on those 3-pointers, you get all kinds of long rebounds, and Ravenel collected that one, picked up the foul against Kingsley Breen, his second. Free throw short from Ravenel. He's got 5 points tonight, 1 for 3 at the line. If he makes this, Bedford will get to 50. Dover sitting at 55. Ravenel cannot convert. And Breen rebounds it for Dover. They get it to the right corner. Rutland swings it to Breen, guarded by O'Neal. Kick it out to the right wing. Long jumper misses. Now Rutland on the left wing. Hands it to Breen. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Now Breen's been able to get past O'Neal here just about every time he's wanted to.
Now he's doubled and he misses the bank shot. Here comes Connor Butts. DeLacy from the right corner. He squares up the 3, scores it. Cuts the lead to 3. We got 10 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Big shot by DeLacy from the corner.
Lopez Sullivan with the runner, misses. Ravenel with the rebound, 1 second to go. 3-quarter court heave is off the mark, but a big 3 from DeLacy there. And after 3 quarters, Dover leads 55-52.
Just going to throw a side comment in there. I played a little over 30 basketball with his father, Tom DeLacy, and I can pretty assuredly tell you that he's never hit a 3 like that his son just did. So there's a shout out to Tom.
That one
DeLacy.
looked good. We had the perfect angle on it here as DeLacy was in the far corner shooting towards us. And he really squared that one up, got good rotation on it.
Yep.
And
confident, went up.
Didn't need to worry about the bank on that one.
Right. Well, I think the bank gave him a little confidence, so he
Yes.
was able to just put that in. That's a big shot he hit right there. So we go to a 3-point game instead of a 6-point game at home. Leading into the fourth quarter, a little bit of momentum shift there. So I think the key matchup coming in here into the fourth quarter is going to be O'Neal versus Breen. They're guarding each other. At least O'Neal's guarding Breen on this side of the court, and Breen is, again, O'Neal was a point guard growing up, and he's got the handle and the quickness. Breen is going by him. He's got the quick lateral movement. So I think a key here is going to be how does Bedford defend against Breen? Can they make him have other people step up to score, and then they can turn around and have a better quarter on offense.
In that last possession, Connor Butts went to double him, and that led to the 3 on the other end for Bedford. Well, here we go in the fourth quarter. Bedford going right to left, trailing by 3. Butts drives to the right, off the glass and out. Breen with another rebound.
Good take.
Dover pushes it up the left side. Lopez Sullivan kicks it out. Geppert blocked by DeLacy. Ravenel with the rebound, and now Butts pushes up the left side. Green's wide open. Pull-up jumper, mid-range, misses. Lopez Sullivan has it for Dover. And now a drive and foul. It was Ken Healy pushing hard to the glass. He'll go to the line for 2.
DeLacy got there and I think actually blocked it, but if you saw his right hand he put on his side, and that's what the ref called. It's a bit of a push. Tough when the guy's coming at you hard, though.
Free throw from Healy is in. The left-hander has 5. No one on either team has more than 2 fouls. Been a pretty clean game here, fast game. Healy's second shot is short. Tim Green has it. Bedford trailing by 4 here early in the fourth quarter. Connor Butts has it on the right wing. Tim Green gets it to O'Neal in the corner. He's double teamed. Tries to find Ravenel in the paint, but it's stolen. And there's a foul. As Dover was starting the fast break, Butts reached in and fouled Breen.
Good foul by Butts. There was a wide open layup happening another second later, so good heads up play.
Butts' second foul, 4th team foul on Bedford here in the second half.
Very fundamentally sound team here in Dover. They're executing, hitting their shots, playing aggressive defense. Bedford's going to have to find a couple of stops right now.
And O'Neal comes up with one. He steals the entry pass from Breen. Nice play there. That's fundamental denial defense right there.
We'll reach around, kept his hand off him.
DeLacy gets it to O'Neal. They find Ravenel at the left block. Bedford swings it around the perimeter to the right corner. Butts dribbles it back out, looking for a pick from O'Neal. He takes the long 3. That one misses and bounces out of bounds. Butts hit a couple of those on Friday night. He certainly has the range. That one was off. And Dyer checks back in for DeLacy. 6:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dover ahead 56-52.
All right, let's see how the matchups go. Man-to-man, Bedford in the man-to-man. They're going to try to force the issue. And nice play behind the back door pass.
It was Geppert to Lopez Sullivan. And Lopez Sullivan finished it off. He's got 6. The lead is 6.
Great sort of backdoor play there. Classic basketball move there. Well executed.
Dyer from the left wing for 3. It looks good, and it is. Perfect rotation from Dyer. He's got 14.
3-point game here. We got ourselves a barn burner.
Geppert quickly back for Dover. Spins into the lane, and he's fouled on the shot.
Played great defense till the very end. He reached in. Keep that hand up. That was an off-balance shot. Bailed him out.
It was Tim Green who picked up that foul to send Luke Geppert to the line. The right-hander shoots that one off the back iron. His first trip to the line tonight. Bedford student section picking up the noise a little bit. Geppert's able to make the second one. And now he checks out of the game. Kleiman replaces him. 4-point game here. Dover ahead. 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. O'Neal refuses the pick, goes left, misses the mid-range jumper. Dover gets the rebound. Lopez Sullivan crosses half court. 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Drive, baseline, scoop shot, no good from Healy. Ravenel clears the rebound. Jordan Dyer starts the offense now. Ravenel spins, kicks it out to O'Neal for 3. Not this time. Tim Green gets the rebound though. Corner 3 from the left. Yes! Ooh. Bedford needed that. Great heads-up play from Tim Green. His second 3 of the night cuts the lead to 1.
Great rebound.
Now Breen gets to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper is good. And it's a timeout.
What a tough shot. Breen, backdoor, behind the back. O'Neal gets caught in a pick. They make a nice, Bedford makes a nice transition on defense, and he just elevates at the top of the, between the top of the key and the foul line. No one there, and just strokes it in. Good fundamental player, that Breen.
And that gives him 28 on the night. He's been outstanding. Scored almost half of Dover's points. They lead 61-58. And it was Coach Fennessy of Dover who called that timeout. We mentioned that big play on this end from Green. And Coach Fennessy wanting to reset the defense here while the team is still ahead with the three-point edge. I think that's very important. When especially when you're on the road, the home team makes a run, and I like it when coaches call timeout when they still have a lead. So the guys, they sit on the bench, they look up, and they get that confidence, and they say, okay, we're still ahead. They made their run, but now it's our turn.
Yeah, and I think, talk about momentum. This is a game of momentum, as we've talked about. Bedford really needs to sort of, if you could hear the coach, he was trying to get his troops energized to really play some solid defense. We need some stops. They need to keep Breen from getting the shot. Now, he's hitting the shots. He's not taking easy shots. He's just beaten us. And so I don't know if it's the defense or if it's you put something different on him to give O'Neal a little bit of a break. But he's big and fast, so he's tough to guard.
And like you said, they're contested shots. He's just making them. So Butts will start the offense for Bedford, going right to left here. He's got it on the left wing. Drives into the paint, kicks it to Green on the far side for three. That's 2 in a row for Tim Green, and he ties the ball game at 61.
Green's feeling it. Squared up, shoulder square, drilled. Gets us a tie game with a steal.
O'Neal did it from behind. Now driving to the left, and he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Great heads-up play by O'Neal. Steal from behind. The big man showing that he's got some skills too.
Just a lack of communication there from Dover. You can't put that on Lopez Sullivan, who had the ball stolen from him.
Just a heads-up play.
Yep. First free throw from O'Neal is good. He's got 16. And Bedford has their first lead in a long time. 62-61, 4:23 to go.
Game of momentum. See if Bedford could get a stop right here and keep the momentum on their side.
O'Neal made the second, so it's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. Almost midway through the fourth quarter. Dover drives in the lane and kicks it. Luke Geppert kicks it out of bounds. And Dover's going to call another timeout.
So this is where, the coach understands the momentum play here. So really, the momentum is swung back to Bedford. If you're Coach Hennessy, Fennessy, you're getting to your team and you're saying, hey guys, listen, slow down by 2. We know how to play these guys. Just going to go back to what we're doing before. And if you're Bedford, you're saying, guys, keep up the pressure, keep the defensive pressure. That was a turnover from good defense. So really going to see which team meets the moment here with 4 minutes left in the game. 2-point lead by Bedford.
Tim Green will inbound it for the Bulldogs. He gets it to Connor Butts. And Bedford will look to extend this 2-point lead.
Full court man-to-man.
Butts uses the screen from O'Neal. Little floater, misses. Ravenel fighting for the rebound, but Healy has it for Dover. And now Lopez Sullivan crosses half court. He's got some open space. Gets into the lane, stolen by Ravenel. Another turnover for Dover. Bedford with another chance to extend the lead. Bounce pass to Dyer. He gets into the paint, kicks it to Ravenel. Baseline jumper misses, but O'Neal with the offensive rebound.
Slow it down. Here we go.
Bedford resets.
Patience.
Green has it on the right wing. Spin move. Now he skips it to Dyer. Free throw jumper. Yes, Dyer gets the roll.
Nice, patient offense there. Moved the ball around. Dyer got the open shot and converted for a 4-point lead with 3 minutes and 12 to go.
That gives Dyer 16 on the night. He's been huge offensively for Bedford. Meanwhile, Breen, who's been the star on either side with 28, works one-on-one against O'Neal at the top of the key. Now he drives to the left, and he's fouled on the floor, they say. Butts came to double team, and we'll see who they call the foul on. It's going to be Justin O'Neal, and
nice.
that is his third.
Nice. I thought the help man got the foul on that, but good help defense. Got to him before he could get to the rim. He's got a great first step, and he can go both ways. Good defensive stanza there for Bedford.
That was the 6th team foul on Bedford. And since the call was on the floor, Dover will inbound. All of a sudden they trail by 4. Bedford with a nice run here in the fourth quarter. They lead 65-61 with 2:52 to go. Geppert to inbound for the Green Wave. He gets it to the corner. Up fake. Shot from the baseline misses. Geppert gets the offensive rebound. Pass deflected. Fight on the floor, and it's a jump ball.
Good hustle. Ball gets on the ground, you get on the ground. That's what you get taught here as a kid, because hustle matters in jump balls, and that's a good hustle there by Bedford to tie up the ball.
Dover has the possession this time, inbounding it from the far side, and they get it in. Kleiman, though, travels by half court. Another turnover, and Bedford will have it.
That was a little unexpected. Tough play.
2:41 to go. Bedford ahead by 4. Tim Green to inbound. He gets it to Dyer. Dover picking up the man-to-man defensive intensity here.
Now if you're Bedford.
And they strip it.
And it's a steal.
Here comes Max Casey. And he's fouled in transition. He's going to shoot 2.
I was about to say the clock is your friend. No reason to force the issue here, but Dover able to force a turnover and chance to make it a 3-point game with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go.
That foul was on Jordan Dyer. Max Casey goes to the line for Dover, and he hits the first. His 3rd point of the night. First trip to the free throw line. Second shot is off. And the lead stays at 3 for Bedford.
All right, let's see if we can be smart, work the clock a little bit here, get the right shot.
Dyer has it on the right wing. Drives towards the free throw line. Gets it to O'Neal on the post.
Nice.
Spin move, and he draws a foul. That was a nice aggressive possession. Smart getting it to O'Neal on the post.
So what happened there is Breen's been guarding O'Neal and can handle him on the post because he's the biggest guy out there, but there was a switch that took place. Bedford realized they had a mismatch down low, and again, this is the most active I've seen O'Neal on the baseline, and it's on the post, and it's been great to see.
Absolutely. O'Neal with another strong game. He's got 17. That was his first miss at the line all night. He's 3 for 4. Second one rattles up and in, giving him 18. And there's a timeout on the floor with Bedford leading 66-62 with 2:08 to play.
Good entertainment for vacation week.
Absolutely. And great to have you back in the booth here, Dave.
This has been very enjoyable. It's good to be back in the Bedford Bulldog arena here, and Bedford is done a nice job turning this game around. It's been, I think at the end of the third quarter we were down by 3 points. I think JT hit that.
Yep, it was 55-52.
Yep, and Bedford has done a really nice job. Green's hit a couple of threes, and that's made all the difference there. That really kind of switched the momentum our way. And we've handled the pressure better than we did in the first half. And quite frankly, Breen's kind of cooled off a little bit, but I think it's because we're throwing everybody at him.
You mentioned the threes from Green. He now has 3 on the day. Bedford has 9 as a team. It's one of the best shooting performances we've seen from the Bulldogs here in Bedford. And that's what's allowed them to overcome those 28 points from Breen and have this lead.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go for the Bedford-Dover basketball game here in Bedford.
Division I battle. Bedford going with a little token pressure. And Geppert gets it over half court against Green. Picks up his dribble. Now sends it up top to Healy. Lopez Sullivan drives to his left. He's got an opening. No help comes, and that's an easy layup for Dover.
They're running a motion offense on the top, which has got the backdoor move going, so that people were worried about where their guys were and weren't turning their heads, so no one there to help out on when Butts got beaten.
Butts has it again. He gets it to Dyer. Minute and a half to go. Dyer drives and is fouled. Bedford leads by 2, and they'll have a chance to get 2 more.
Cagey play there by Dyer. He pulled around, looked like he was going to pull up, lost his guy, went and really kind of slithered through and found the angle.
And it was Lopez Sullivan picking up his 4th for Dover. And he looked up at the scoreboard to confirm that. He knows he's in foul trouble. Important player for the Green Wave. Jordan Dyer gets both and extends the lead to 4. He's got 18.
Okay, minute and a half to go here. It's crunch time.
Lopez Sullivan has it for the Green Wave.
So they're starting 4 men high on the extended foul line.
Breen spins, and he's fouled on the pass, which is a good thing because Rutland hit a 3 right after the whistle.
So you'll notice they set up four people extended on the foul line, and they're doing the backdoor cuts, something they haven't showed all day. Great call by the coach, because Bedford hasn't not had to deal with that all game. So smart heads-up play by the coach, and Bedford was forced to foul.
And it's Breen at the line for a 1-and-1. He hits the front end, giving him 29. The foul was on Dyer, his 3rd. Bedford now with 18 fouls. So Breen with a chance to finish off the 1-and-1, cut the lead to 2, and he does so. He's got 30, and it's 68-66 Bedford. Long inbounds pass to Ravenel, and then he slows it up by giving it back to Butts. 1:07 to play here in the 4th. Bedford clinging to a 2-point lead. Justin O'Neill taking his time. Plays pass with Butts up top. Now under a minute to go. Dyer double team, gets it to Butts. Bedford working the clock, and there's a foul on Dover. Connor Butts draws it, and he'll go to the line for 1-and-1.
Little game of catch up top. Bedford with a 2-point lead really forced their hand. They foul Butts, who's been pretty good on the foul line in the clutch situations here.
2 for 3 so far tonight. And he makes the front end. That was huge.
Big shot.
Makes it a 3-point game. He's got 11 tonight. Coach Elmendorf gives defensive instructions as Butts gets ready for the second shot here. That one's off the back iron. Tipped, and Breen has it. Pass ahead to Lopez Sullivan. Looks like a jump ball right at half court.
What a heads-up play.
After a little bit of a delay by the referees, they do call the jump ball, and Bedford will have possession.
Huge play right there. Green with the heads-up play. The pass was not expected. The gentleman that caught it really wasn't ready for it.
And Bedford inbounds it to O'Neill. He gets it to Dyer. Now it's back to O'Neill. He's looking to draw the foul. It's not coming. Bedford playing keep away here. 33 seconds to go. They're up by 3. Dyer bounces it to O'Neill, and he's fouled at half court. Dover finally committing the foul. It's their 9th team foul, so O'Neill will go to the line for 1-and-1.
Coach Fennessy wanted a foul quicker than that. He was letting his players know it. Of course, you have to be careful when you're talking about fouling up top, and that puts Bedford in a position of going to the line for 1-and-1. Yep, 1-and-1 here with a 3-point lead and 28 seconds left to go. Bedford versus Dover.
That foul was on Healy, his 2nd, the team's 9th. And O'Neill is 4 for 5 at the line so far tonight. That always helps when you're down in the clutch. You've already been there here in the second half. He's got 18. Along with Jordan Dyer, who also has 18. They lead the way for the Bulldogs. Bedford looking to go to 9-6 here and improve their home record to 6-2. And Coach Elmendorf tells his team that he's got faith in them. And this is a great opportunity. We've seen a lot of close games here Bedford's been in this position before. They haven't always come out on top, but Coach Elmendorf hoping that that experience will carry them to victory tonight.
Foul shots wins games here. O'Neill with the chance to not quite put this out of reach, but to make it a very difficult thing if you can hit 2 shots here.
And here we go for the 1-and-1. O'Neill bounces 3 times. Shot is up and good. He shot that one with confidence. Lead is now 4 with 28 seconds to go. Second shot is up, also good. He's got 20. 2 big free throws, and Bedford's up by 5 with 28 seconds to go. Breen brings it up for Dover. Pull-up jumper, misses off the glass. O'Neill with the rebound. Dover needs to foul immediately. They finally do. Tim Green will go to the line. 15.2 seconds to go with a chance to almost ice this one.
Well, I think that was a shot that needed to go for Breen for them to really have a chance. He kind of, and smartly Dyer came up and double teamed him, kept him from going to the basket, forced him to take an off-balance shot, which O'Neill was in position to gather the rebound, and that put us in a good spot here with 15 seconds left.
Tim Green missed the first one, so the lead is still at 5. Bedford up 71-66, 15.2 seconds to go. Green with the second free throw here to try to push it to 6. And he gets it, and Coach Elmendorf calls timeout immediately to set the defense.
So you think about it, the Dover squad is in the bonus, the double bonus. So a foul is going to give them, I'm sorry, if they foul Bedford, we're getting 2 shots. So that really kind of unfortunately puts them in a tough spot because they're going to have to foul and they're going to have to give Bedford 2 shots. So that's exactly what you want to see if you're a Bedford fan. You know, we've taken care of the ball here in the second half, made our free throws, and that's what you need to do to win a basketball game.
Absolutely. It's been a nice performance here in the second half. Bedford forcing a lot of turnovers defensively, and that really stalled that Dover offense. I mean, the best way to stop Breen is don't let him shoot. Don't let anybody on the team shoot by forcing a turnover.
Yep.
And a few of those turnovers midway through the fourth quarter, big turning point for the Bulldogs. And now, as you mentioned, they've got the clock on their side, the foul situation on their side. Dover needs a bit of a miracle here. They probably need a 3, a steal, and another 3. Bedford going to work here to slow them down and burn as much clock as possible. Dover going left to right here.
I'm surprised they're not sending someone deep to keep the long-range layup.
Bedford picking up full court man-to-man. Breen gets it, pushes over half court. Step back 3 from Breen, misses. Dover gets the offensive rebound. They put it back in. The layup cuts the lead to 4 with 8.5 seconds to go, and there's a timeout.
Making it interesting. 4 points with 8 seconds left. So you know, a quick steal and a 3 when you're playing a full court. You know, the game's not over, but hopefully Coach Elmendorf's got a plan.
Well, the first step, of course, will just be ball security, ball control. Don't turn the ball over. Make Dover foul you. The lead is 4 with 8.5 seconds to go.
So unless they get a steal, there's going to be 2 shots taken here by Bedford. So they're presumably going to try to make an inbound play to get to, you know, looking at the folks on the floor, I'd say 4 of the 5 are good foul shooters so far from what we've seen. And you'll want to get them the ball. 1 timeout left, we heard Coach just say. And Dover's out of timeouts. So definitely plays to Bedford's advantage at this point.
And the officials have been conferencing at midcourt at the scorer's table. They've added 3 seconds to the clock. The clock right now reads 11.5. Coach Elmendorf is saying, you know what, I'd rather subtract those 3 seconds than add them to the clock. Now the officials are conferencing again. I did notice on that previous play when we started with 15.2, the clock did not start right as the play started. And that's why the officials are talking about whether to make an adjustment to the clock, which heading into the timeout read 8.5 seconds. And now we are going to get a subtraction down to 5.5.
Oh, Coach Fennessy not too happy about that.
That one did not come from the replay booth. But it is a nice advantage for the Bulldogs. Only 5.5 seconds to go. They're up by 4. They get it inbounded to Dyer, and the foul comes quickly. 4.8 seconds to go. Dyer will go to the line with Bedford leading by 4. He'll shoot 2.
Dyer's had a great shooting night. He really's got nice form under pressure. Good release. I think we'll see that in the foul shot. He's been pretty consistent. Game is pretty much out of reach here, minus a miracle, and one more basket makes it even though more so.
Dyer 2 for 2 at the line so far tonight.
Nice form.
Really nice. He hits the first. Dover sends in the 3-point shooting crew. They're going to need that and then some. Down by 5 with 4.8 to go. Dyer's second free throw also good. The lead is 6. Here comes Lopez Sullivan for Dover. Pass up to the right wing. The 3 misses. And Bedford's going to hold on to win this one, 74-68.
Well, we said it from the onset, based on the records and the respective teams that they've each played. We knew this was going to be a good game. They did not disappoint. Really saw some good basketball, highlighted by Breen for Dover, who really showed us some good athletic and technical play for Dover as the standout. Supported by a number of players that all did their jobs and cut to the hoop and got some rebounds and made some steals. On the Bedford side, we really kind of saw some balance, I thought. Justin O'Neill stepped up in several times, and ultimately others played an important role, whether it was Dyer hitting some threes, Green hit some threes. They made their free throws coming down the line. They controlled the ball in a much better way in the second half. The turnovers, I think, were lower for Bedford, and I think that ultimately made the difference.
We'll go over the scoring totals for you here.
Okay.
As Bedford was victorious. Justin O'Neill and Jordan Dyer both had 20 for Bedford. Some real nice balanced scoring. Connor Butts and Tim Green also in double figures. Green with, check that, Butts with 11, Green with 10. And then DeLacy had 8 and Ravenel 5. Over on the Dover side, Kingsley Breen led all scorers with 30. Casey had 3, Kleiman had 6, Rutland had 9, Geppert had 3, Healy had 5, Lopez Sullivan with 8, Sam Crick with 4. But in terms of big picture heading into the playoffs here, Bedford was the number 8 seed coming in. This win pushes them up to 9-6. And, you know, we talked about how Bedford's been in a lot of close games this season, and this one certainly has to give them confidence heading down the stretch.
I think so. I think part of the momentum, we'll talk about season momentum here, is the fact that we were down at half, down at 3/4, and Bedford made some tweaks and was able to really assert themselves in a momentum kind of way, and really kind of closed down Breen. Breen was probably his worst quarter was the fourth quarter. You don't know if that's just him shouldering a lot of the load there, but ultimately Bedford did what they needed to do to win. And they got to feel good about it.
Absolutely. To get it on the defensive end is huge. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. Please do join us on Friday night. We'll be broadcasting the girls' game. And I want to thank the entire broadcast crew here. Bill Jennings, Colleen Richardson on site. Harry Kozlowski helping us remotely on the radio side. And, of course, Dave Larrabee, great to have you back in the booth here at Bedford. So thank you for tuning in here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. So long from Bedford High School.
See you later.